I think for me, it was just not having enough time to go through and read through all the lessons and kind of just getting the pacing down for me was one thing. Most of the lessons were designed to be a day, but sometimes it was taking me a day or two in the beginning to get through some of those lessons. So just finding the time in the day. And then the second thing for me was just trying to figure out how to incorporate other pieces of journeys that lesson design may be lacking, such as vocabulary or grammar or things like that, and figuring out how to fit all that in during our ELA block.
My biggest pitfall probably was not going to training during the summer. So I would highly recommend that that gets done. So I kind of came in a little bit behind the eight ball. So the first month or so, I was playing catch up, a lot of catch up. The value of the program is really what sort of drove my interest and drove my energy, because I think there's a ton of value in this curriculum, and I think that the kids have grasped it in a way that is going to help support them in the future. And since we're coming up against such a big pitfall of kids that have lost part of their education due to COVID, our class next year is really the first class we're going to have that didn't really have a really good grasp of reading. The annotation process, I think for a number of kids, was a refreshing way to read something, especially when it's looking at informational text. Trying for them to figure out what they want to highlight or what they want to annotate. But the annotation process, starting with that and be able to utilize that throughout the year, I think has been a really good way to support their reading and really their lack thereof, because it gives them a strategy to comprehend better.
You've just been such a fabulous resource for us. I know if we're struggling on how to maybe incorporate lesson design into other areas of the curriculum, you've really just given us the freedom to, hey, if that text doesn't work, find something in social studies or science or something. So you build our confidence to be able to trust us as educators to use the resources the way we need to for our students.
Accessibility. I mean, we made it easy to contact you and get information. In the past, we've had problems with new curriculum and trying to really get support. You've treated us as professionals. We have the opportunity to figure our way through it, and then being provided the support when needed. So there is flexibility and some freedom to really kind of push the curriculum, because we're professionals and we've been teaching for a long time. But at the same time, for younger teachers, it gives them a really broad yet sort of specific way to sort of go about teaching language arts, which is sort of a trick. It can be difficult.